What I'm going to do is actually right click on a project group, say add new project, and this time is going to be just a straightforward VCL forms application. Is going to be my client. I'm going to save it in the same location as my server, so that's going to my form client unit is the name of my client. I'm going to save it, and the project is going to be secure DS client. Okay, that's fine. Let's also give the name to my project group secure DataSnap. That's a nice, and DataSnap XC, because that's actually the version of DataSnap that we are using. Okay, so before I can actually work with a client, I need to make sure that my server is running. It's always a good idea to build all projects so they can be successfully compiled, and I can just run my server. So notice there is a firewall because it's the first time I'm running this. I'm going to allow access to this server. Okay, I'm going to minimize the server because it has to be running throughout the development of the client. Okay, let's build a client. So I'm going to start with a little GUI. I'm going to add 2 buttons and 2 edits. So one for my echo method, so there will be a button 1, and I'm going to also have a button 2. So the button 1 is going to have a caption echo, and the name of this button is going to be button echo, and the button 2 is going to be called button reverse, and maybe with a E at the end, and the also caption has to be reverse. Okay, now I'm going to add just 2 edits. So T edit here, one edit will be for my echo and one edit for my reverse. So edit 1 doesn't matter what is inside it, but I'm going to change the name so I can really refer to it in code in a proper way. So I have these 2 guys. One is edit echo and edit reverse. So before I can actually go ahead with this application, I need to add a way to connect to my secure DataSnap server. The easiest way to achieve this is through the special wizard. There is in a DataSnap server category, there is a DataSnap client module wizard that I'm going to use. It will ask me where is my server. It's a local server, so that's okay. This is also a standalone DataSnap server. The protocol is TCP IP, that's fine. And this is an interesting screen. So if I click on test connection, I'm getting a remote error. That's actually something that I'm expecting because I have not provided any username, and my first security policy is that users with empty names are not authenticated. So if I provide a different name, for example, maybe guest and what arbitrary password that we don't check anyway, and click on test connection, I should be able to connect to my server. That's fine. So I'm going to click on finish. The wizard has added 2 new files to my client project. One is client classes unit and one is client module unit. Okay, so if I want to continue with building my client, I need to add to my client forms, actually use both new units. I'm going to add them to the implementation section of my unit, and now I can actually start coding. So the source code, I'm going to show the editor. So the source code is going to be very straightforward. I'm going to display in the edit whatever I have got back from the server method. So I need to go and the client module 1, and then my server methods to client, and the method is called echo string. I'm going to pass in this echo string the contents of the edit box. Okay, that's fine, and I'm going to do, maybe I'll just make sure that it's more space. I'm going to do the same for the reverse string, so I'm going just to copy the body of this first method and replace with just edit a reverse. So this is going to be here, and also I'm going to call it reverse string. So in this way my client is now implemented. Let's run it and see how it's going to work. So if I click on echo, I see that I can successfully call it. If I call reverse, I'm getting an error. This is something that I'm expecting as well. I have not provided an admin username, just other name, which is actually in this case just guest. So that's not something that can be used to actually call my secure reverse string method. Okay, let's stop this application and have a look where the wizard has stored these values that we have entered during the adding a DataSnap client to our client project. Inside the client module unit, and I'm going to again go to the default layout, there is a SQL connection component that was added by the wizard. If we open its params property, we can very quickly verify that here are all the information that we have added via the wizard. So the selected communication port, which is a TCP/IP port, and the user and password that we have entered. Now if I replace this with admin and click on OK, actually it's always a good idea to see if it's connected or not, and I can actually run it again and see if I can call echo and if I can call reverse string. So now I can see that using the username admin I can successfully call my secure reverse string. So now it's really the beginning. Now the next step would be to programmatically access this value of DS authentication user parameter and set a proper user and password, but that's actually something for more elaborated version of this demo, and this demo at this point stops. And now the next step of the user will be to provide a programmatical way of setting the DS authentication user and DS authentication password properties. Thank you very much for watching this Delphi Labs episode on DataSnap XC authentication and authorization. Thank you.